Nowadays, issue interns not be paid for their work become widely among students. By the time students prepare themselves to start internship programs, they already make a short list to apply for their internships in the future. It is all because of this issue. Tell me, who wants to work for free? I strongly disagree if interns work for free. Why interns should be paid for their work? Is intern qualified to be paid? This is a few questions that company will ask. This is not the only platform for interns to gain experience, but also feel how to be a worker that being paid for their work. They also work same like others, and it just unfair to claim that interns are not qualified to be paid for their work. This issue cannot be taken lightly and should be taken more seriously from now. It has to come in my intention that interns should be paid for their work. Nowadays, nothing is free. Trust me. I believe that if this situation happened to your precious son or daughter, you as a responsible parent must oppose to against it. Am I right? Maybe not now, but in the future, for sure, if this issue prolong. So listen carefully on what I am gonna tell the rest of you. In any event, an intern is someone who is interested in learning about your company and the business world in general, and then will assist your company to run smoothly. So, if the company itself do not pay for their interns' work, the productivity and motivation of the interns will decreasing drastically. Trust me. Some interns think maybe they could save some money from their work. Not to be mentioned that to support their own living costs during the internship program. Usually at the urban area, the living cost is quite high. Now, what kind of benefits that the company will gain after paying the interns for their work? Usually, they only think benefit with profit margin, which means money. It is because interns lack in experience to handle in certain project and lack in all scope to be declared. This is the main reason why company do not wish to pay interns for their work. I fail to agree with them. It is because, in my point of view, interns will give a huge positive impact to the company itself if they will be paid from their employer. I remember my first day on the job at this organization. I was an intern as supervisor. It was my first job and I was excited. I was excited to receive all the support and encouragement from my other co-workers, as well as the fact that I would be receiving a paycheck, which would be my first pay. On the last day, the company having me, they throw a farewell party for me. Before I finish my interns as supervisor at that company for the organization, the company welcome me again in the future. It is crystal clear that who have paid programs and have tracked the different have found massive benefits for their business as a whole and for their bottom line. So, according to lot of research with big employers, here's what is discovered, which are when compared to unpaid position, you get 3 times the number of applicants for roles that pay at least with the minimum wage. This translates to a significant increase in intern quality, culture fit, and everything else that goes into the hiring. Can you see it? Next, paid interns are more likely to convert to full-time hires and to stay with a company for the long term. Maybe the community or the surrounding of the work is good for him. As we can see, internship that pay lower your risk. Internship lawsuits have increased, including major cases against Fox Searchlight. In addition to the risk of being sued, having unpaid interns puts your brand at a risk of a negativity publicity. Nowadays, social media is very fast. So, what are some of the others benefit of paying interns? For this reason, the most important factor is diversity. According to the statistics, African Americans are much more likely than white and Asian students to have a debt in college. They are also more likely to be first generation college students who rely on their families for financial support. If students are forced to choose between a paycheck and internship program, organizations trying to hire diverse candidates will struggle. Although it may seem to be Although it may seem to pay interns such a waste, the truth is not at all. Think twice before do something. Either it is beneficial or not. By the time you pay the interns, the moral boost and the growth in confidence increasing drastically. As a result, this is where the journey of interns to build up their own career and can moving forward from time to time. Moreover, the interns will feel that they are being appreciated for their work. I believe that you will receive abundance for your giving. The more you give, the more you will have. Thank you for listening.